Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish,
keep
guys.
all the good work
The
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish!
Yes, people, big up yourselves each and every time. Welcome to another Liverpool preview show. It's me today. I'm going to be riding solo, but I'm going to be needing you guys' help in finalizing what I think would or should be the starting lineup for tomorrow's game. It's Brighton versus Liverpool. It's in the Carabao Cup, and I'm thinking to myself, just how important is this game? So that's what I want to gauge from you guys first. Just how important is this game to the season, to the manager, to the players, to us, the fans? You know what I mean? How big is this game? Love to everyone who's jumping in. Too many names to mention. I'm going to miss somebody out if I do start going through all the names. But you already know who you are, people. Big up your damn selves every time. Please do make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go through it. Now, first of all, me personally, I care about the game, but I don't care about the game. And I know that literally is a contradiction. But the Premier League is way more important and the Champions League is way more important. And every year that is. But in this situation, I think our squad isn't able to cope with 4 competitions, in my opinion. And therefore, I think there needs to be a sacrifice made somewhere. Do you get me? So if we win with the team we put out, brilliant. If we go out, I don't think it should be as annoying as it normally would be. Like under Klopp, I would be annoyed no matter what. Slot has got a lot on his plate already, and trying to juggle 4 competitions is a lot. Obviously, the FA Cup hasn't started yet, but when it does, if we get through to the quarterfinals, I think it is of the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup will start around the quarterfinals, semi-finals. So you're playing 4 competitions at once at that point. So I want to put out a squad that if it wins, brilliant, but is way less risky, should I say, to first team players. Because you got to remember, in attack, for example, guys, yeah, we've got 6 people in our front line, but 2 of them are injured at the moment. So we're down to 4. And when you're down to 4, that's a bit of a problem when you think about the fact that if we're playing every 3 days, it's literally the same players, bar one change here or there that's going to be playing all the time. And I agree, people. Brighton do have a lot of injuries themselves, which I think makes it even more easier for us to put out a squad that we hope can go through without, putting a dent in some of the first teamers, if that makes sense. So here's what I would do. I don't know if you guys already agree with me, but I'm going Yaros in goal. I think Kelleher needs a break. He's played 3 games in a week after stepping in as deputy for Ali. And obviously, you got to make sure you give him a mental break as well as a physical break, because being in goal is strenuous. So I would definitely give him the day off, and then he can get ready for the weekend, because Kelleher will be back in for the weekend. And Yaros has proved in the odd time that we've seen him since pre-season, he's a very able deputy at this level. Like, he's actually a really good goalkeeper, Yaros, if I'm being honest with you. He ain't obviously on the level of Kelleher, for example, but like, he ain't like miles off. He's actually a good goalie. If you think about the fact that we've also got Mamadashvili, who obviously will be joining us, who's still on loan next year. Before anybody leaves, that's in our possession 4 really good goalkeepers, and a selection of goalkeepers I don't think I've ever seen in my life at Liverpool. or many other squads, to be honest. I know I don't pay full attention to other teams, but guys, let me know. As long as you've been watching Liverpool for however long that may be, have you ever seen 4 goalkeepers employed by Liverpool of this level? We used to struggle for 1 or 2 good goalkeepers. I remember there was a point where we didn't even like our first team goalkeeper. Never mind the backup. We have like Jones and what was the ginger guy that we brought in that time from Bolton? Like goalkeepers like that. Like now when I look at it, when I look at Ali, Kelleher, Mamadashvili, and Yaros, that is 4 absolutely top quality goalkeepers from senior right down to the youth level or just ready to burst on the scene. That is an unbelievably brilliant talent stretch of goalkeepers, them 4 goalkeepers. I don't know. Bogdan, that was it. Bogdan. Remember when we had like goalkeepers like Bogdan? Do you know what I mean? Like when Mignolet and Karius were our number 1 and 2. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. And now it looked, like I said, Kelleher is actually a number 1 goalkeeper playing number 2. Remember, that's really is definitely not a backup goalkeeper, but he probably will be when he comes in. He's definitely a number 1 goalkeeper. And Alisson speaks for himself. So I'm really, really happy with our goalkeeper situation. I just know the headache is somebody's going to go, and that's the upsetting part. That somebody has to go. Yeah, Manninger and them ones. You remember that? Oh, man. And no disrespect to those guys, but that was a horrible time. Horrible time. So I'm going to go Yaros. I hope everybody agrees with me on that one. Moving into defense now. Now, I do have what people considered they think will be the projected lineup. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to go through it, but I agree with a lot of it, to be fair. A lot of it I do actually agree with. So what I'm going to do at right back is I'm going to bring in the main man, Bradley. Hopefully you lot agree with me on that one. Apparently he has recovered. You know, he's been injured recently. Apparently he's okay. As long as he's 100% okay. I don't want to risk him if he isn't. But from what I've seen, he should be okay now, Bradley, to play. And in the why hasn't his face come up? Don't do Simicast dirty like that. Is Simicast's face not come up? Are you kidding me? Nah, don't do my boy Simicast with the build face. I mean, there ain't even a silhouette up in this. Oh my days, they've done my boy Simicast dirty there. What the hell? I can see a few people saying that Bradley's not fit, but as I said, from what I've seen, let me check, because the last time I checked, Bradley was apparently okay. Let me check. Hold on. This article I'm looking at now was apparently only from 30 minutes ago, so this could be more updated from when I last looked. But from what I saw, I mean, even Arnie Slot during his post, in his pre-game interview, he pretty much was kind of alluding to the fact that Bradley should be available. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with that for now, right? I think Simicast should be playing in this game. I think Simicast should be playing. But you know what? If Robbo plays, I don't actually have a problem as long as it means that Simicast then plays Brighton in the league. Do you get where I'm coming from? So I'm all right with either or, if I'm being totally honest with you. And so people still saying selling Robbo. Crazy talk, guys. Crazy talk. I'm going Joey G. Oh, hold on a minute. Why is Joey's face not there? Hold on. Let me actually check something. Is Joey's available, right? Yeah. Last time I checked. And Kwanzaa's also available, right? Yeah. Just making sure after that Bradley news, what you lot were just saying, I was just making sure I was checking that these guys are still available. Right. So that's my back foot. Where's Gomez's face? Hold on a minute. What's actually going on here? The disrespect. So that's the back four that I'm going with, guys. I'm not sure whether you guys agree or not. But that is the back four. Refresh the page. If I refresh the page, is it not going to reset everything I've just done though? Because that would be annoying. That would actually be annoying. It's not that important at the same time. That would just be annoying if I do that. I'll leave it for now. Hopefully it sorts itself out. So that is the back four that I'm going with for this one. I think that is the best option that we have because we need to get some game time in these players' legs. These are good, top quality players as well. I think Kwanzaa needs to, keep developing. And the lack of game time is actually affecting that at the moment. So as much game time as he can get as possible. Same with Bradley. And Joey just needs to play because he's Joey and he should be bloody playing. So I've just realized I picked the wrong formation. It's 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold on, am I missing something? Where's 4, 2, 3, 1? Oh, there it is. Right. Now, in the pivot, I'm going Endo. And then here is where I'm starting to think, what exactly do I want to do? So let me know, people, what are you thinking at this point? Because I've heard that there are some rumors that Tyler Morton is going to start this game, which I think would be good. But guys, do we actually think that he will risk playing a midfield that inexperienced? That's the only thing. Like, do we really believe that he is actually going to do that? I actually think that I would do that based on what the situation is. But guys, do you actually think he's going to do that? Let's be honest. Like, it is a little bit far-fetched to think that he's going to go with that little game time and experience. Do you get what I mean? Whereas, like, between Morton and Endo, have they even played 150 minutes between the two of them all season? And then all of a sudden, they're just a pair in a cup game. But that is what I would go with because I don't want to risk injuries to McAllister and Gravenberch. McAllister needs time off anyway. He's got that abductor issue, so he should be resting regardless. And obviously, Gravenberch has been playing out of his skin and playing every minute, so he definitely needs a break. And in the number 10, big up Mr. Curtis because I watched the show that was out today with hold on, where's Jones? Oh, there he is. I watched the show that came out today on LFC TV, and it was obviously Curtis Jones. And like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm so happy to see that he does feel established and he's getting more chances. He's starting to develop and become a good player. You don't know I'm a Jones guy, and I think his attacking prowess could really help in this game as well. So this is where we're at so far. I've obviously no idea why the faces aren't showing up, but yeah. Play Neoni. Ooh, interesting. Even less experience. Interesting. Big up Ty, who says Joey G should be our first choice left back. Changed my mind. Oh, changed my mind. No. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. The way Joey G was so brilliant last season as well. But obviously, Slot does want more width. And Joey wouldn't provide the width because obviously he doesn't do the overlapping stuff. That's probably what the issue would be there. But I agree with you. Joey should be playing. And coming off the back of last season when Joey was actually top 5 player for Liverpool in terms of like overall rating for the season, he definitely doesn't deserve to now be holding bench and not even getting any game time. Not at all. But I have no issue with Neoni. I hope Neoni's on the bench and he does get some game time at some point. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Now, this is when it's going to get a bit techie, peeps. This is when it's going to get a little techie because we've only got 4 out of our 6 available. And yeah, Nunes has played a lot of football in a short space of time. So I would probably be looking at the situation and thinking to myself, ideally, you don't want him playing in this game, but who the hell else do you play in this game if you don't play him? Who do you play if you're not playing Nunes up front? I don't know. I really don't know. But the biggest issue is right wing. We cannot play Mo in this game. Surely not. Surely not. And in the predicted lineup, they've got Mo in. The predicted lineup has got Mo in. But I really hope, I really, really hope that Mo isn't playing in this game. I really do. So what I would do, you know, might think I'm being a bit crazy for this, but what I would do, why isn't this thing loading? What happened to this thing? Is this website just what's going on with this website, man? Bear with me, guys, while this thing loads. Let me just go and have a look at some other information. Is it loaded yet? Finally, Jesus. I would go with Soboslai out wide, if I'm being completely honest with you. He was the one who obviously got a bit of a rest in the midweek. He's the one that's obviously got, you know, an engine on him. So yeah, I would actually go with Soboslai. Yeah, the thing is, Dan's was actually pictured training, but I don't think he's actually fully okay, if that makes sense. So let me just do an up. Let me just, because yeah, like apparently there was pictures of him at training. But is it my internet? Maybe it's my internet, because everything seems to be moving really slow. Apologies, guys. This might actually be my website. I mean, my internet, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to go on the premise that Jones isn't available for this one, guys. So unfortunately, I don't see any other option, but we put Nunes up front. But what we got to hope is that we get... Come on, man. Oh, it's Darwin, that's why. Is that we get a lead, meaning that we can take him off. That I want it to be a situation like that. Like maybe he only has to play 45 minutes to an hour absolute max. If Dan's is available though, then I am playing him. Like I said, there's been talk that there's pictures of him. He was in training. So you know what I mean, if he is, then I'm swapping him for Nunes and I'm letting Nunes have the natter or on the bench only. Do you know what I mean? And then we go with that. But if he isn't, then I'm starting him. And then I'm gonna go with Cody for the left. Let Diaz have a rest. Cody's played less football for Liverpool. Maybe not overall, because he has played a lot for Holland, but he's played more for Liverpool. So I'm playing Cody. And I'm really hoping, even if it isn't Soboslai, I'm really hoping that Salah's rested for this game. Let him be fresh and ready for the weekend, the game that's more important. And he cannot keep playing all the time because Chiesa isn't available. He can't. Like, it would be really stupid. I don't even mind if you swap Jones and Soboslai either, you know, and play Jones as the wide play. I know he's not great there, but he has played there in the past. Play Jones on the right and play Soboslai in the 10. But whatever you do, Slot, do not have Mo playing tomorrow. Mo needs to be rested for this game tomorrow, man. Come on. If you go and look at what Man City and Arsenal are going to be doing as well, they're going to be resting. Guardiola's already said he's putting a weakened team out. And we know Arsenal from the previous round, they put a weak team out as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal aren't even playing a difficult opposition. Let me just check what the situation is for them. It's definitely my internet. Apologies for it moving slow. It's definitely my internet. For play. Yeah, who have Arsenal got, guys? Just to save me having to search for it. But I'm guessing it is Preston. Oh, Jesus. they're gonna have. They're not even gonna have one player we even know the name of playing in that game, apart from maybe that new guy that they're all wanting to see play. Other than that, they're just gonna have the most kids. So they're gonna have a full rest of the team for the weekend as well. So we really do need to make sure that we do rest our big hitters, man. We do. So guys, there's my team. I don't know how you lot feel about it, but that is the team that I'm rocking with for the game tomorrow. And I think that team can get the job done, considering Brighton also have some injuries. So they're gonna have some young, hungry players that are gonna be wanting to come into the first team and prove himself, etc., etc. But you know, I think that we've got. I think that this is what we got to go with, and this is what we got to try and get through with, because we just can't risk any injuries to the. I mean, even Gakpo and Szoboszlai and Jones playing and Darwin playing is still a risk. You get what I mean? So we need to be ready for the weekend. We really do. So yeah, let me know what you lot are thinking about that one. Situation as it stands, how you feel, what the situation is with regards to Morton and Endo. Like, guys, do we think that is too risky of a midfield? I don't know. But yeah, big up yourselves. My brother in the building. I want to take this time, and hopefully I'll remember again as well when the brothers are with me as well. But Imran, big up your damn self. Obviously, it was your little one's first birthday. I saw how all out you went, so I just want to give a shout out to little man on his first birthday, Ahmed, and blessings to you and the family, brother. This one's for little man, and many more to come. Big up, little man. So yeah, I see quite a few people agreeing with me in regards to the team. I think we got to go with this, guys. I don't think we can do anything more. I really don't think we can do anything more. I think if we're playing any more of the big hitters is a really bad decision. We've got Leverkusen in a week's time. We've got Brighton at the weekend, which is a massive game in the Premier League for us. And we got Aston Villa after the Leverkusen game. These are all difficult games, and these are all games that are going to be very energy sapping. So these guys have to be the ones who play for me in this one. Love as always, brother. Big up yourself. And I also want to take this time as well. I don't think Jamie's in the chat, but once again, big up to his little one, Penny, who is hopefully coming home from hospital tomorrow after her surgery being successful. So absolutely elated at that good news as well, man. Big up Jamie and his family as well. But yeah, people, let me know what you think. If you're watching this afterwards in the comments as well, let me know what your team is. Big up your damn selves to each and everyone who tuned in. Hope everyone is blessed, and we will see you tomorrow, guys. Please do also remember, all of our watch-alongs are now exclusively live on Big Up, and we're having a blast over there, everyone who's come over. So, guys, please do not hesitate. Make sure that you are there tomorrow for that one over on Big Up. And, yeah, we'll roll. We will roll. Let's hope we can get through with this squad, because then we're cool. If this squad gets us through to the next round, then we're totally cool. But until next time, people, big up your damn selves, and I will catch you on the other side. Peace!